host of Max Monday Comedy Night in Lansing, Michigan. He's got an album streaming on Sirius right now called Attempted Salvation. Please give a warm welcome for my friend Robert Jenkins, everybody.
Hey, everybody, keep it going for Tanner. Keep it going for Tanner. Thank you good folks for coming out. It's so nice to see everybody besides to brave the pandemic. Gamble on some jokes. That's dope. It's important as a comic, you know, off to the side, watching y'all laughing, you want to have a good time, that's good. It's very encouraging, because as a comedian, you don't know what the fuck gonna be out here. You know, the people make weird choices with their entertainment dollar, right? Did y'all know people still go see magicians? Fuck magicians. The practice of magic is aggressively worthless. It's the only time I can think of when people take the hard-earned money and buy tickets to watch somebody pretend to do something you know they can't fucking do. None of y'all would buy tickets to an air guitar concert, would you? I don't think so. Plus, I don't know if y'all have given this much thought, but I have. I think the practice of magic is sexist. That's right. Sexist. Y'all didn't see that one coming, did you? It is. If you think about it real hard. You notice you never see any female magicians. That's right. David Copperfield, David Blaine, some other motherfucker named David. You never see any female magicians. You know why? Because when they thought women could do magic, they burnt them motherfuckers alive. Fuck magic. A while back, September of 2018, I lost my mother to cancer. My mother passed away. She had cancer for 5 years. It was rough. It was rough when that happened. Try and get ready as much as you can, but you're never really ready for that type of thing. Now remember, you know, me, my dad, and my brother were around her when she died. When she died, it was up to me to call the funeral home. We wanted to have her cremated, so I called the funeral home, and they said, okay, we have to make a stop. We'll be there to pick her up in an hour. Gotta make a stop, we'll be there in an hour. So an hour goes by, and they show up on time. And when they get there, I don't know what it was, but I just got really protective, you know what I mean? I don't want anybody else to touch her, so I put her on the stretcher myself. Put her on the stretcher myself and took her out to the hearse myself. And I go up to the hearse, and I open the door to slide her in, and I see that there's another motherfucker already in there. I'm like, man, who is this? Like, we told you we had to make a stop. You said a stop, not a pickup, motherfucker. Bullshit. Why is he wrapped in white sheets? This is a Klan member? Did you stop and howl, motherfucker? My mom's last ride on earth was Uber pool. This is bullshit. And grief is a trip. Grief will strike randomly. It's rough. When you lose somebody very close to you, it'll hit you just out of nowhere. A couple days after my mom died, I broke down crying at the gas station. Just sitting there, boo-hoo crying, like, oh, she's always put 20 on 5. You know? It didn't make no sense. I'm sitting there crying, and the dude next to me at the other gas pump, he think I'm crying about gas prices. Yeah, man, gas high in the bitch, ain't it? Hey, man, my mother is dead, man. He was like, oh, the gas still high, ain't it? Man, shut your ass up. People get weird when you make jokes about cancer, right? too serious, I guess. To me, the best thing about Rush Limbaugh getting cancer is everything. Shit was dope. I was sad about Kobe dying, then I got the good news. I said, all right, perfect way to start Black History Month, ain't it? The best part about it is his tumors are black, and you know that's fucking with him, right? I hope they all wearing gold chains and break dancing in his organs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I work 2 full-time jobs. I do this full-time several nights a week, and I'm also an attorney. That's what I do for a living. Yeah, that's the response I expected. Nobody ever believes me when I say that shit. Like, why the fuck would I make that up? My goal as a comic is to get you motherfuckers to like me. Why would I say I'm an attorney if that shit wasn't the truth? Y'all ain't the only ones shocked. Y'all see how they look when I show up in court. They're like, what? Like, yeah. And let us have licenses too. I used to do federal civil litigation. I used to do trials in federal court. I did that for a few years. I even wore this mohawk in court. Fuck it. I'm already 6'6" black dude. I'm not blending in, motherfucker. Like, might as well go all the way. It will work to my advantage. It will work to my advantage. I show up to court, opposing counsel come to court, they see me, they think I was unprepared because of my haircut, and I kick the shit out of them. Like, yeah, I got a funny haircut, but I can still read, motherfucker. Like, still literate. Not everybody was a fan of my style. Not everybody liked what I did. My supervisor was a very old school, very grizzled cat. You know, very stuck in his ways. Type of dude that looked like he was born with a mortgage, you know? You know, he just come out the pussy like, what, escrow? So me and him clashed a lot. We didn't get along very well. Towards the end of my time there, I guess one day he just had enough, right? So I come back from court, he storms into my office, and he points at me, he says, I don't think your haircut is very professional. I say, you know what, man, you might be right. This mohawk may not be very professional. However, I like to point out, it's a lot of people in this office with reverse mohawks. I'm just trying to provide balance. In case you're wondering, he had a reverse mohawk. That's why I said that shit. I wanted to hurt his feelings. He had the nerve to have that one hair up around top of his goddamn head. Fuck out of here, bitch. This ain't Dairy Queen. What the fuck is wrong with you? So I've been traveling a lot for comedy. I don't travel as much for my day job anymore. I travel a lot for comedy. I was in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you guys know this about D.C., but Washington, D.C.'s major airport is named after Ronald Reagan, which I find to be kind of ironic because one of the first things Ronald Reagan did when he was president was he fired the air traffic controllers. That's weird. I think it's kind of weird that when they were part of the industry after somebody who hurt the industry. Kool-Aid did not name a flavor after Jim Jones. Ain't no R. Kelly water parks or O.J. Simpson steak knives, you know what I'm saying? Paul Walker driving school. Bill Cosby Jello shots. You get what I'm saying? Fuck him. do a lot of driving for comedy. You know, go out the Midwest, do a lot of driving, hours on the road. I like to listen to rap music when I travel. Another rap fan over there? I'm assuming so. I like rap music. It helps me zone out. But one of the problems with rap music, I think some rappers need to do a better job with the lyrics that they write. The shit don't make sense sometimes. I heard this rap song the other day. This rapper says he wants a wife that will fuck him like a prostitute. No, you don't. That's dumb as hell. That's like saying you want a wife that'll cook for you like McDonald's, motherfucker. Like, they serve billions. Don't fuck me like a prostitute, fuck me like you ugly and grateful. That's what I say ugly and grateful pussy for 500, Alex. Not too long ago, I was driving through West Virginia because I don't care about my safety at all. And I've been driving for a long time. You know how you overestimate how long you can drive before you stop to take a leak. You know, you see rest area, oh fuck it, I can make it. And then you were wrong, and shit. So I was in that predicament. Okay, I waited too long. So I jump off the highway. I find the first gas station I can find. I just throw the car in park. I run into the gas station, run to the restroom. I'm ready to take a leak. But before I can get started, I look on the wall, and on the wall they've written the letters NAACP, which normally stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, but this is West Virginia, so that's not what the fuck it stood for. I get close enough to read it, and NAACP says, niggers are always causing problems. I'm like, always? That's racist. Sometimes, yeah. But not always. That's a situation where the stereotype is worse than the slur. What they're saying about your group is worse than the name they use to describe your group. For example, if NAACP would have said, niggas are always cooking pancakes, I can deal with that. I mean, the shit ain't true, but there's wiggle room. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't use the restroom. I leave to talk to the lady behind the counter, right? I leave out of the restroom, find a lady behind the counter. I go to say something to her. Before I can even say anything, she looks at me and she says, I know what you're about to say, sir. I know what's written on the wall in there. We got a painter coming in next week to take care of it. Like, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That is great. But I have a Sharpie in my pocket right now. We can make this shit right. And she says, no, I don't want you to do this. That's when I got upset. That's when I got pissed off. I say, so you have a problem with racism, but you don't have a big enough problem with racism to excuse a little more fucking vandalism. That's dumb as hell. That's like saying, oh, we got a smudge on the wall. Let's cover that up with a picture of Hitler. Bitch, that's ridiculous. So I go back in there, I use the bathroom, and I leave. And after I was done, NAACP should have stood for niggers are always creating puddles. I pissed all over that bathroom. I sang Negro spirituals too when I did it. It was great. The moral of that story is fuck West Virginia. That's the moral of the story. I was thinking about this the other day. I think it's funny. Let's see if y'all agree. Wouldn't it be funny if we found out the Native Americans were the group that was behind the anti-vaccination movement? Well played, right? Well played. They call that shit Operation Grand Cherokee. They wait till everybody went to the casino. That's how they spread it, right? So show up at the casino. Oh, thank you so much for checking in, Mr. Custer. So good to see you. We were looking at your member profile, and we see that you have enough points to get upgraded to a presidential suite. You get the Andrew Jackson suite. Before you go to your room, be sure to take these complimentary blankets we got for you. Be sure to hug your grandkids when you get home. Believe it or not, people get mad at that joke. I had this woman come up to me after the show. She accosted me. She's like, that joke is offensive. I am part Native American, and that joke is offensive. I said, well, hold on, Senator Warren. You can't be offended by that joke, because Native Americans win at the end of that joke. That's not how being offended works. She was like, well, I am part white, and that joke offends my white side. I said, all right, now we're getting somewhere. All right, work with that. That joke is offensive to white people, that is true, but you know what else is offensive to white people? Telling history accurately, that's... Well. So I'm 37, I don't have any kids, I've been married for 13 years, it'll be 13 years this August. My pull-out game is immaculate. 500 years old. Undefeated. Here's the thing, it's not that we don't like kids. We don't like new ones. That's the problem. What I hear is the new ones that fuck your shit up, you know? That's what I hear. We got a plan. We're gonna wait like 5 or 6 more years. Then we're gonna go out to the dealership. I'm giving them used kids. Right, y'all call it adoption. I call that shit certified pre-owned. I'm getting refurbished children. Right, y'all keep going out here fucking with these new babies if you want. They lose like half their value when you take them out of the hospital. Let somebody else take the hit on that depreciation, you know? I got a good credit score. I might get one of the motherfuckers for $0 down, you know? You get you one of the refurbished children, you keep the receipt, threaten to take that motherfucker back, you know? Like, you sure you're not gonna do them dishes, little motherfucker? Go ask your sister rebate what the fuck happened. Fucking around. Having one of them new kids is too much pressure, too much extra shit you gotta do. A lot of things involved, right? You get a new child, having a new kid, that's like being a brand new coach of a brand new NFL expansion team. They got no record. Whatever happens is your coaching that did it. But if you snag you one of them refurbs, that's like being a brand new coach for the Detroit Lions. You can't make that shit no worse. Anything you choose to do is an improvement. If you have a new kid and that kid turns to a drug addict, you fucked up as a parent. But if you turn a crack baby into a stripper, that's a come up right there. Look at my son. Before I go, I want to let you guys know, after the show, I have copies of my new album for sale. I take donations. This is a download card, so there's a code on the back where you can download it. I take donations, so whatever you want to give me for it is cool. $1, 1,000, it's fine. I just do it so after the show, I have like a handful of cash to show my wife, like, see, he will do give a shit. And if you don't want to buy the CD or the album, it's cool. You want to just shake my hand after the show, that's cool. Tell me which one of my jokes offended you the most, and then I'll tell you I don't give a shit. So, let's end up with this here. I'm very busy dude. I don't have a lot of time for lots of things. You know, it's just comedy and then family and then my day job, right? The only thing I still do, I think, that qualifies as a hobby is I like to watch the Marvel movies. I'm into the Marvel movies, a lot of people. And now they just start with Black Panther, motherfuckers. I watch all of them. One of my favorite superhero movies came out in the early 2000s. It was called Passion of the Christ. You hear of it? Passion of the Christ? Hey, don't look at me weird. Jesus Christ is a superhero. One of the first superheroes we ever had. They didn't have comic books back then. So you read the stories about him turning the water into wine and feeding people with like loaves of bread and hot sauce. Those are superpowers. It's had hot sauce in my version. It was in Luke. Jesus said unto them, Frank's Red Hot. So Jesus Christ is a superhero. Some people wonder about his ethnicity. Was he black? Was he white? Jewish? Middle Eastern? Nobody knows for sure. But I am pretty sure that Jesus Christ wasn't black. Of that I'm sure. Because if Jesus Christ was black, Jesus would have took a plea deal. Black Jesus on a system work. Fuck that. He'd have sitting there like, who's the judge? Pilate? Shit, no. I'll take that deal, son. I'll get that charge knocked down to attempted salvation. With the intent to distribute the word. Never mind crucifixion, he just do like 3 to 9. He make parole in 4. He can turn water into wine, but now he can't fucking vote, you know? The way I figured, Jesus Christ might have been white. Could have been white. When they went to arrest him, he's like, do you know who my father is? Thanks so much, y'all. My name is Robert Jenkins. Enjoy the rest of